wagon with all that dust getting on her. Picking fields, hot days, Mississippi suns just seemed to be there. Been there all the time. Baines County was just Baines County. Summer 1930 was just summer and hot, dusty too if it ain't rain good. Folks didn't come to Baines much, didn't come to stay at all, just passed through like them Yankee soldiers Mr. Pete talked about seeing. Folks in Baines were not fighting to get out. They had their ways, and moving quick or far wasn't any of them. Baines folks just changed with age some and then just die. Most folks didn't count days, no sense in that, remembering things by the spring of the year, flooding time. Let's see, Mr. Pete, he be dead just before spring ago. Sometimes the trains stop in town at the station. Sometimes folks get off and get on, but most of the time the train just be stopping to get some water, sit there on them tracks steaming up the place, and start to move. Wiggle back and forth till they get going, then everything be just the same way before the train came. Biggest thing in town was the courthouse. Baines being the county seat, town folks sort of looked forward to seeing one another sooner or later down by the courthouse. Most of the shops were on Front Street. The shopping stores, haircutting shop, Rosie Gray's restaurant, and Mason's sawyard down on the other end of the street. On the back streets, folks lived. Most did their livings sitting on the porch and talking about their yesterdays. Baines had its Saturday nights and its Saturday night places. Folks, mostly them young boys, came in from all over, got liquored up, started chasing them Saturday night women, kept Sheriff Tom busy. Sheriff Tom was as mean as he was big, except when he'd get drunk, and then he'd look funny. Had that sheriff hat sitting so far back on his head, you'd wonder how it stayed on, and that pistol belt be all twisted, had that gun hanging right down between his legs. Some folks be hoping it'd go off one time down there. Sheriff Tom is mean. Shot that old man Henry's boy, Sam, again after he had already shot him once. Shot him again right in the head. Then shot at them dogs that were barking. Old man Henry's Sam was drinking and stealing. Come at Sheriff Tom with one of them corn liquor bottles. Happened right down by the tracks at the end of Dillon Street. At the end of Dillon Street and on the other side of the Catfish Creek Bridge, most of the colored folks lived. Been living down there since folks could remember. Folks called it the Patch. The Patch had that one road running down there. Hot days, that road be dusty. Rain time, it'd be just a muddy stream, just as mucky as an old horse stall. Them shacks and sheds down there seemed to be all over the place. Half of them, the wood's so rotten, they looked like big old termite logs, them kind you kick and they fall all apart. Folks down there kept to their ways most of the time, worked them picking fields. Some of them had a little land up behind the shacks, but that patch land was so hacked at it just looked like bare, dusty ground, just like that patch road. Town folks and patch folks hadn't started talking about Billy Lee Turner yet. Billy Lee was Cinder's boy, the only thing that woman cared about. Town folks didn't know Billy Lee from any other of them patch darky children. Patch folks knew Billy Lee was Cinder's boy and sort of thought he was that Otis's boy. Had some of them Otis's ways, and that Otis was the only man Cinder let get close enough to touch her. Cinder had her own ways. She was beautiful and known for her copper-colored skin and that long black Indian hair. She kept to herself, kept back from folks like they weren't no good for her. Even when she would be standing right in front of you, she'd be looking down or away, but then sometimes she'd turn her head and real quick look at you with them black fiery eyes she has. You turn away, then all day long you remember her that way. Cinder walked gracefully, could walk like something she ain't never seen. Walk like she was a ballet princess, could prance up on her toes and light with her steps, and then a sudden silence would follow her away. Cinder was Alma's girl. Folks said she was just like her mama. Sam